Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. We had a little bit of technical difficulties last time, and not only with the mission but the game itself. Hopefully today goes smoother. We're gonna go help our samurai friend. I think maybe that's what we have up for now. Um, Hope you guys are having a great week. Second day of the week. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Um, Hope y'all enjoy the stream. Let's begin. So I need armor. I want to get me armor. That armor, yeah. I think everybody's waiting for me over there. Well, man, I don't have the money. I got 2,200 plus 300 and plus 300. That's 600, 793. Too close, but no dice. I'm really willing to sacrifice this. Golly. Ay, 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 ay. Maybe not now. Okay, we'll save some money. Let's not do this craziness. Let's go hear the information. Let's do this. So a rotund balding dwarf in a cheap suit turns to face you, light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets your ears is high and nasal, and has been contorted into a rough approximation of a New York accent. Pleased to meet ya. Cheng was kind enough. Cheng was kind enough to arrange this little sit down between us. So he might sound like Billy Corrigan from Smashing Pumpkins. Probably. You can call me Dr. Sheng Yang. He didn't extend his hand. I guess I'll extend my hand. His grip is as soft and his palm is moist. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. You share a long, uncomfortably flaccid handshake before he finally releases you. I'm looking for a little outside help on a problem I've been having. Ordinarily, I'll hand it myself or have some of my friends see to it, but it's kind of delicate, you know. My guys being noticed. My guys would have been noticed before they made any headway in my problem. So I figure, hey, I hire contractors all the time. Might as well get some contractors of a different stripe. Tell me about your problem. Maybe we can help. Let's be nice for now. I run a little film studio, Southern Crown Films. We mostly do trade work, but we record some sims too. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff. Space Mongol from the Moon, The Flavor of Pomegranates, and The Ultimate Kill Squad. a lot of killing. There's this one scene where two trolls gang up on an elf and they well. I don't want to spoil it, but believe me, it is glorious. I'll send a copy over to Cheng so that you can take a look. Anyway, there's this other guy in the industry, and we've been busting him since day one. Name's Neville Ma. He runs Yellow Spring Studios. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of the biz. He always manages to get one over me, steal my stars. He's been running me into the ground with his show called Promises in Moonlight. The stars a girl named Penelope Wong, a new talent, but the viewers have been going nuts over her. She's the show's linchpin. Hang on, I'm getting there. So about 6 months ago, Neville was out in Guangzhou for some hoity-toity party. Hoity-toity party. He's on the road, probably drunk. A semi comes out of nowhere and pow! Wrecks his fancy new Urocar Westwind. Bad luck for Neville, good luck for me. I figure, hey, that's the end of him for the year. And I start planning some new stuff he can't compete with from inside a hospital. You follow me so far? Problem is, the bastard's back in the game already, and he's bringing out season 2 of Promises in Moonlight. I need that show off the air, one way or another. And that, my friend, is where you come in. Already? That's strange. Tell me about it. He should have been in that hospital for at least 3 months. And in physical therapy a lot longer. Only took him like a week to get out. Couldn't freaking believe it. That kind of medical care costs top dollar. He's got a lot of money, but not that much. Recovery time like that means that one of two things is going on. Neville could have found himself a silent partner. Someone willing to pay top dollar for cutting edge care. I don't think it's likely, but it could have happened. If it ain't that, the smart money says that he's been skimming off the top of Yellow Spring's earnings and not reporting it to the other shareholders. I need you to go get me something to blackmail Neville with. Find out how he could afford to get out of the hospital so fast. He works out of his penthouse most days, so search his computer, closet, sock drawer, or whatever. There's gotta be something incriminating in there. Neville lives in the Repulse Bay. It's this real swanky joint on the south end of Hong Kong Island by the bay with the same name. I haven't been able to get anybody into poke around his apartment because the security's too tight. Lucky for you though, Neville's throwing a party on the mezzanine level with all the shops and a restaurant, a balcony and such. He's celebrating the second season launch of his show and everybody's gonna be there. Gonna make a real snarl for the building security. You might also want to hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everybody close to Neville will be there, and most of them will be 3 sheets to the wind by the time you get there. Some discreet questioning might give me the dirt that I need. Just remember, if you go to the party, don't use your real name. Got with Argyle. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz out there with that name. So nobody will ask any question about how your work's going. Hit the apartment. Hit the party. Dig up blackmail information. Sounds easy enough. Oh yeah, Cheng talked you up when I approached her with a job. Given what she told me, this job should be cake. Now, the blackmail material is what I need the most than anything. But if you can get Penelope Wong out of her contract, I'll pay you extra. Got it? I want that star power on my side. One last thing. I don't want you starting a scene while you're there. You interrupt his party, make a mess, or trash his apartment, and I'm not paying you. We clear on that? Because he's gouged, and I can't have man knowing I'm after him in my business. Everybody's got dirty tricks, but if you make it public, you're using them. That's it. My career is as dead as the People's Republic of China. Wow. Nobody will work for or with me again, so don't embarrass me, hey? That's what I like to hear. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, you can get paid. I'll put the word on your solid hire. Sounds like we have a deal then. Good woman. That's what I like to hear. When you're done, drop Cheng a line. I'll come meet you back here and I'll hand over the money. That. I don't remember that was a very long mission. We could do that and then do his later, because he's been waiting for a while. Well, kindly Cheng is in the midst of emptying 2 plastic shopping bags when you enter. She places the contents in a pile on her mahjong table. 2 liqueur bottles without labels, a box of her thin black cigars, and an assortment of individually wrapped gourmet chocolate. and a large caliber pistol with electrical tape wrapped around its grip.
Ah, good, you're here. It seems like forever since we saw each other.
Welcome back. Was your trip worthwhile? Yes, my darling. Yes, I've met with several contacts within my contacts within my network who referred me to the others in neighboring cities. Regardless of how far technology moves forward, tradition demands that some things be handled face to face. I have returned with information that will lead you to the plastic face man, the man who killed Raymond Black. Excellent. While you were gone, we uncovered a relationship between Josephine Sang and Rainbow Black. Did you? And what it is you uncovered? You were raised by Josephine's son. That explains where Edward sent when he disappeared years ago, Seattle. What happened? I don't know, just that he went missing after Josephine completed rebuilding the wall city. That was in the early 2030s. You realize what this means, don't you, my sweet? That inbred little goat lady, bad lady, was cold enough to have her own son executed. Everything you need to move forward. I know the identity of the plastic face man. His name is Lee Tai Long, and he's an independent contractor, a trusted, deniable asset who handles all of Josephine Sang's more delicate operations off the books and away from the public eye. The plastic face man is her shadowy right hand outside of the corporation. She just go. And I know how to find him too. I made contact with an information broker, Xiao Zi, who works out of an abandoned night market in the Czech Kip May called Xing House Court. It's not hard to find. She takes another swig. Xiao has gained access to the plastic face man complete itinerary. Where he'll be, who'll be with, what sort of security he'll have, the works. You can use it to perform an extraction, grab him, and find out what he knows. Got it. Go to Chepkik May, look for a night market called Sing House, and find. Okay. This is all very straightforward until it's not. Li Tang Long has designed himself to be the perfect corporate operative. He's installed a unique piece of headwear, you see. It allocates and compartmentalizes client-related memories so that they can be erased upon completion of a job. As an added security measure, this cortical implant will wipe his memory if it detects that he's been captured. And how the heck are we supposed to get past that? I know a way. I've heard of something like this before. I met someone in the Matrix who had to shirk a similar memory wipe implant once. It was a requirement for a big job, and she pulled it off. Keep talking. Her handle is Dreamland, and I know where to find her. All we have to do is convince her to give up the secret of how she did it. Okay, Isabel. And I will go see Dreamland before we hit the information broker. Then we grab Plastic Face Man. No matter who you choose to help you snatch this guy, I'm gonna be there when you extract the information from him about Raymond. You got it, Asuka? Yeah, I got it. Very good, my darlings. Now listen to me. After you get what you need from the Plastic Face Man, I want you to end him. Understand? I need to send a very clear message that this is what happens when you mess with Kindly Cheng's operations, with Kindly Cheng's people. Josephine takes Nightjar, I take her Plastic Face Man. Once you snap this Plastic Face Man, Sang will know something is happening, and events will unfold very quickly after that. You'd best close out any pressing business you have before heading to Chef Kim May to CCI. So that's one of the triggers of the last missions. So she's letting us know. I'll check my job missions. Okay. Business is business, my darling, and business has been good since you arrived. Woo wee! Alright, let's go. We are ready. I don't know that I need to buy any more heals. We are good to go to help this guy. Let's get him out of the way. Oh, we finally can talk to them. At least I wanted to see what's up with them before I go. What does the man have to say? The man of the mission. Guy Shoes examining his armors and gear looking for defects. Well, Phoenix, I'm ready to go when you are, but it doesn't hurt to do a last minute inspection. Message me from the MTR station when you're ready. Okay, good. His mission's ready to go. What about him? Ah, my friend, you have done an admirable job and an admirable job indeed. I like Rector. He's cool. I would like to meet that. I would like to meet all of them, to be honest. Except for Auntie Cheng. I don't know about her. I have already incorporated the technology that you recovered, my stolen tech, into a new chassis that I'm fabricating for Koche. You move quick. Yes, well, I've been waiting for this for a long time. The next time we take to the field, you can expect to find Koche combat effectiveness considerably improved. He has become truly deathless, just as his namesake was in the legends. When he takes damage, he will mend himself before your eyes. Ooh! That sounds incredible. I can't wait to see it in action. Nor can I, my friends, nor can I. Boom! That's why you do side missions, because you earn special things for them that will help you exponentially in the future. We'll talk to you later, my man. Let's talk to Isobel. You enter Isobel's cabin to fire her jackhammer into the octopus. Her body slouches, motionless, tethered to the machine. The computer's large display flickers to life again, just as it did last time. Isobel's avatar fills the screen. This isn't helping. I'm decking, I'm in my safe place, and it doesn't help. The memories are just as painful here as they are in the real world. No, I guess that it doesn't. It should, though. I can't handle not having a way to escape from this. So what are you gonna do about it? I don't know, okay? I just don't. I know that. Hang on. Phew. Alright, she disconnected. You're here with more questions, right? I'm sure that you are. Why else would you be bothering me? So spit him out and I'll go digging around in that cesspit that I call a memory. He's a little moody, I get it. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a clue. I know that you're hurting, Isabel. If anything helps, go ahead. No, that wasn't like me. This isn't the person that I want to be. I'll be okay. I can handle it. Just ask me your questions, okay? Let's get this ball rolling. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Mostly because with Ares, the alternative is living in a body bag, especially when you're stealing a prototype laser. Good pay for a good night's work, and that's what this business is all about. You can walk away and get paid. It's been a good job. I kind of wish we kept that laser because, hey, it's a laser. That's awesome. But you did the decent thing, really. You helped these runners out. Let them keep their rep, and both of us could get paid. That's good quality in a team leader, and I'm glad I've got you running the show. Wall City. Go on. Oh, we're done with the Wall City. Okay. Very well. What about my other girlfriend here? Oh, she's not here. She's gone, Wall Phoenix. I don't know where she ran off to, but she looked upset. She just said something about friends in trouble, then left. By the time I could disconnect from the octopus, she was on her way out. She must be back to the sinking ship. I don't like the sound of that. She tell you she went down there all of those years ago? Well, apparently she changed her mind, so we'd better go and get her, hadn't we? Let's do it. Alright, we have her mission available. I really want to help her first, but that dude has been waiting. The clanking of metal followed by grunts from hard exercise erupt from the hatchway of Wu's cabin. The first thing you notice when you enter is renewed cleanliness. The food cans are gone and his equipment is neatly laid out on his bedding. Everything is in its place. The new thing you notice is the smell. It's like a middle school locker room in July. Hey. Do you see a porthole, Asuka? This is an interior cabin, not the best ventilation. But I don't think you came back to check on my hygiene. What's your deal? That was some real cloak and dagger stuff, wasn't it? Hitting a high-tech weapons research lab, framing a triad on the run, dealing with other Shadowrunner teams. And to top it all up, there was a laser gun there. A laser gun. Hey, look, as a rule, I don't like running the shadows. Given my choice, I'd walk straight and narrow. But if I'm gonna be a criminal, this is the kind that I wanna be. The kind with a laser gun. So I've gotta admit it. I was a little sad when you gave the thing to that other team. I mean, I get why you did it. Reputation is important and all that, but that weapon was an asset too. And that's true, you could have kept it. I do know. It was a tough call. Let's hope that you made the right decision. Anyway, enough about that. Need anything else? Compartmentalize them. Edward sang is a topic in a file cabinet in my head. I'm not only thinking about Raymond now. Finding out what happened to him, what really happened to him. That's me, Mr. Focus. I know, I haven't stopped thinking about him since we first saw him in that video, the one where he attacked Raymond in the tea house. Listen, Asuka, I'm not gonna press you to take me when you head out to snatch him. You take the right people for the job and then you get the job done, okay? But I want to be there when you interrogate him. I want to hear what he has to say with my own ears. Are you gonna have a problem with that? No, of course not. Good, you're my sister. I hate to have to mess you up. Like I said, you can take me with you on the run or not, it's your call, but I intend to be there for the fun part. Oh, we'll both have fun with Mr. Plastic. Good, let's go to town with him together. This is the guy who knows what the hell's going on. The one who may have killed Raymond. I'm gonna squeeze him until I find out what his freaking ancestors know. Damn right. Now, it was about you disappearing for 8 years without a word, but we're past that now. But that was messed up night. A lot of things happened, and I wouldn't be surprised if some, I don't know, emotions got jumbled together. That was part of it, sure. I'm still carrying that around, but mostly it was about Raymond. We'd butted heads before, I've broken plenty of his rules in the past, but I'd never seen him so disappointed. I'm not sure why I never figured it out. So this was 2045, year after the summer we moved in with Raymond. We hadn't seen DT or Lockjaw or any of the gang in forever. Raymond's rules, no contact with our hoodlum friends, no visiting the quad to check up on them. Exactly, he wanted us focused on our future, not bogged down in past mistakes. The way I remember it, we woke up in the middle of the night and there was Lockjaw, standing in our room covered in blood. My first thought was that Raymond was gonna kill us. Can you imagine? There was a teenage Salish Indian covered in blood in our bedroom, and my first thought was that I might get in trouble for it. I know, I didn't want to go back to the Barrens. We had it good at Raymond's. So he's stretching while he's talking. So Lockjack's bleeding all over our bedroom, and you're whispering, where's DT? What happened to Double Trey? 5 minutes later, we're dressed in black and on our way back to the Barrens. What the heck were we thinking? We were thinking that we owed those guys. DT was the one who took us to the teen center and introduced us to Raymond. Man, that was a messed up night. The 162s had overrun the Leary quad. Better position to take on the nukes. Benzo and Tuss were bleeding out. The Hernandez family was half eaten. And Lil Joe, that street walker with the electric false eyelashes, was lying on the floor in 2 parts. He was the only one though. I can still hear Lockjaw screaming as the ghosts took him down when the 162s wanted something they did not play. Anyway, all of that was just lead up. Okay, all of that was just lead up. But still, it speaks to my state of mind that night. Why I wouldn't back down when Raymond met us at the door. We both had the strength of the righteous. You and I have broken his rule out of loyalty, out of gratitude. He just didn't get that. Now I can see it from his perspective, yeah. He didn't just think we had broken his rule or that we backslid. He thought that we'd been playing him the whole year. That we were still street hoods. No wonder he was so furious. He felt betrayed. But you were able to get him to calm down and see reason. Get him to see my side of the story. And all you said was that one thing. The thing he said his mother used to say to him when he was being obstinate. What the heck was it? Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. That is very true. Wow. That right there is exceptionally true. Yeah, that their gameplay's coming, dude. The gameplay's coming. I'm about to do a mission. if you can miss information or it'll pile up. Yeah, that intent to reply thing really got to him. He saw that every time I was talking, he was thinking of the next thing to say back. You see, his mother's words on him really did the trick. I wonder what kind of childhood he has, but the way he looked at you after that. Maybe he's got mommy issues, and who knows, maybe I've got a few daddy issues to deal with too. I should try to keep it on my mind when I see him. Let's talk later. Anytime, let's go. I think we have to help Gobet. We've been talking about that story. She's worried about her friend. She could be in danger. Chubby guy at the mahjong has to wait. Who do I bring for this mission? I wonder. I'll get here next time to talk to them. For now, we got a mission to do. Yes, we do that. Then we move to this. Then we help Gaishu. Then we do this. And then we do this. Something like that. Along those lines. It's time to kick some booties. The booties that will be killed. Kicked. Extravagant violence. Totally extravagant. Nope. We're on the wrong place. Because I didn't read properly, I guess. I think it's here. Yeah. No, not here. What is wrong? Am I not reading this right? Let me see. Catch a boat. What boat though? Oh, he can. I bet he can take us. Why are you going up there, sir? Ma'am? Run! Run, Asuka, run! Captain Yomo! Where are you taking me today? We can do that later. Right now I need a favor. What favor can Yomo do for you? You need a body dump at sea. I can do it fast. No one will see. Maybe you need to hide some cargo on the beach. Make a map with X marks the spot. He's funny. Ah, I see, la. I know exactly where that heap of junk is. Let's go. We're taking our girl. Oh, she upgrading and all. I don't even have one of these. What's up with that? We're about to travel to the sinking ship. All the story about an orb, death, things happening. Okay, the sinking ship. Hong Kong Bay. Captain Yoma's converted speedboat chops through the rough waters like a cleaver through a chicken bones, launching you skyward with every wave that it hits. Your destination, the sinking ship's Gobet former home. The orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash your face as the floating amalgamation of shipping containers grows larger. You can see that it's stacked at least 3 containers deep and an elegant brick of corrugated weathering steel. An assortment of pontoons, buoys, yeah, and other flotation devices have been lashed onto the base of the raft to prevent it from tipping. You don't know what's happening here or why Gobbet felt the need to go face it alone, but one way or another, you're about to find out. We're gonna help our girl. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. However, I'm gonna get this stuff right here. We'll give her one more. Ooh. We can't use spells. But if I carry a spell, can I give it to her later? No, it won't let me. Okay, we're gone. I would have loved to give it to her. Anyways, the scramble up the side of the sinking ship was treacherous. You hauled yourself up to the edge with your heart hammering in your chest, clawing for precious against the wind and the diving rain. Walking on the surface deck isn't much better. The steel that you're standing on is slick, cheated with water from the rainstorm that hammers down from above. Every time you shift your weight, you can feel your weight begin to slide. Your feet begin to slide. There are no safety rails in sight. A slip, a rogue wave, it wouldn't take much to send you screaming over the edge of the raft and into the dark water below. This thing is a wreck. Isabella gingerly prods at a rustic section of the container that you're standing on with her foot. It depresses easily with entirely too much give. I can't believe that Gobbet ever chose to live here. Yeah, she always told me that the lady in charge what's her name, Melinda? Malvina. She'd always told me that Malvina was control freak, all obsessed with order and cleanliness, and Cadmus was supposed to be a top quality repair guy. Things look like it's in good repair to you? Can't. Maybe they're not alive. A sudden gust of wind buffets you, sending you sliding. Isabel drops to a crouch, clinging to the metal with gloved hands to keep herself from slipping. She looks up, looks her dark side on you. We should get moving. It's dangerous up here and my gear is getting soaked. Yep, you take the lead, I'll follow. Woo! This mission has started. I remember this mission. It's pretty fun. No, that would hurt me too. Yeah, you're welcome. The woman by the fire looks like she hasn't seen a bar of soap in weeks. Her companion doesn't look much better. Their faces are streaked with soot and grime that the rain seems impotent to wash away. Glad to see that you made it through that in one piece. Please come stand by the fire and we'll get warm. Of course, we don't get strangers here often, and it's far too miserable out to turn away guests. Of course, I was just hoping that you'll be willing to return the favor. We could usually use your help. Sure, ask away. What are your names? My name is Kara Lowe. That's Patrick Lowe. Welcome aboard. You two are the welcoming committee? Yeah, Malvina told us. We were told to keep position up here and watch out for incoming vessels. Piracy is always a threat in these waters. I can't tell you how happy we were to see a couple of friendly faces on deck. How do you know that we're friendly? We're heavily armed strangers and you only just met us. If you wanted to kill us, you'd have done it already, right? Besides, we know you're pirates. You haven't tried to rob us yet. A couple of months ago, I think, the days kind of flowed together out of here. It's hard to say. They only started getting aggressive a couple of weeks ago, though. Beats me, the population's been going down recently, though, I'll tell you that much. A lot of the ships barricaded, off limit. We have no idea how many people are living in those sections now. When I first arrived on the sinking ship, there were at least a couple hundred souls on board. Attrition being what it is, I guess that there are maybe 70 of us left. Like he said, it's hard to say. Refresh my memory. Didn't we just help peel a swarm of either rats off of them a couple seconds ago? We didn't ask you to do that. We could have handled the rats on our own. We're looking for a friend. Alright, describe this friend of yours to me. She's young, about my age, orcish, with a shaved scalp and dreadlocks. Have you seen her? I'm afraid not. I wish we had, but we don't get to see many strangers here. How about it? Will you help us with a rat infestation? Yeah, we'll help. Rats have been a huge problem for us. Between the damage that they inflict and the disease they carry, they've made it impossible for us to keep up on our regular maintenance duties on the raft. If you follow us, we'll lead you down below decks. With your help, we'll get this ship clean. Lead the way! The hatch down below is just over this wall. We'll show you down. I don't know. Something fishy. Something fishy. They're moving, so I can't save it yet. There we go. I don't like this. A shallow pool of standing water has gathered on the platform, separating it from access heights at the edge of the raft. Electricity arcs over the surface of the pool in angry spiderwebs of blue-white light. Whoa, hold on. The damn anti-boarding system's going haywire again. Look, it isn't draining the way it's supposed to. Again, we just fixed the pump last week. Anti-boarding system? What the heck is this? A bad idea, that's what. Blame the Shadowrunners that live on this thing before we did. It's like an anti-theft system on a car, only a lot meaner. When it gets tripped, the channel floods and the ship's power gets shunted into the water. It can deliver a hell of a shock. Only now it seems to trigger randomly, and the pump that we installed as a workaround has started breaking down at the drop of a hat. We tried, lost 3 good engineers trying. In the end, we decided to just go with the workaround. No pulls, no shocks. Well, that was the theory anyway. Well, isn't that dangerous, all things considered? You got boots on, right? You could probably make it across without... It's pouring out. We're both drenched. And that thing has to be putting out a lot of voltage for those arcs to be visible like that. Trying to cross that pool as this would be a bad idea. A really bad idea. Yeah, that pump over there, I'm guessing that's the one that isn't working. Yeah, that's the one. It's supposed to keep this part of the deck clear, but it keeps breaking down. Stupid thing, I swear. It must burn through 4 different fuses in the past 2 weeks. We'll try fixing the pump first. If that doesn't work, we'll have to look around for another solution. One that doesn't involve crossing on foot. Before you see, it's a very worn and very non-functional water pump. An ancient hose shakes down from the pump into a drainage channel along the deck. Looks pretty busted. Maybe we could fix it with some junk that's littering the deck. Upon closer inspection, you can see that this pump suffers from clear signs of neglect. Years of near constant use and deferred maintenance have taken their toll on the machine, and it has recently broken down. Heavy scoring and burn patterns also indicate the reason why the pump isn't working. A blown fuse. Afraid not. If we were a computer, I could probably do something with it, but I'm not much of a mechanic. If we find a replacement fuse, I can slot it for you. Anything else, and you're on your own. Okay. While the locals look up to the sound of your approach, the others remain huddled around the low fire, their backs hunched against the pelting. You need something, girl? If not, show up. This fire is taken. I doubt it. We mostly keep to ourselves up here. She be a new arrival, an orc about my age, calls herself Gobbet. Seen her around? Never heard of her. Cadman, he hasn't been up here a month. It's raining. That wasn't what she meant. Tell us about the devil rat. Strange things have always been happening here ever since the beginning, but yeah, things been other than usual lately, and those damn rats are a big part of that. With all the people who've been getting sick, I've been considered packing up and moving away. I got no place else to go. Been here for about 5 years now, and everyone I care about lives on this rat, so here I stay. Maybe could be a new fuse anywhere up here. We tend not to throw things like that away. Check the piles. That's where bits of bobs usually wind up. I'll wash my hands if I were you, though. Rats been known to hide in those piles. He's right. Okay, I have to go. Go then. Show off. Okay. Well. Okay, there we go. Mess with the best, die like a pest. Oh, got him. With that motion to click intact the fuse, light on the pump control panel go from red to green, and the machine rattles back to life. Oh no, more rats. Alrighty then. My bad. Ouchie. Let's go inside. Let's find out what's going up in here, down in here. Upon descending the ladder, you find yourself in the cramped confines of a shipping container. Interior walls have been erected of corrugated aluminium, and doors have been cut to allow passage from compartment to compartment. The air down here is ripe with the odor of what the heck was that noise? Sorry about the state of the place. The rats have kept our workers too busy to worry about hauling the garbage. Now that you're here, we'll be able to set things right. Kill off those little bastards once and for all. Alright, fine, you've got the big guns. We aren't going to argue, but it's important we get to the lower decks quickly. Things are getting worse by the hour. We'll move out when we're already going ready. You're lucky that we agreed to help. Of course, only when you're ready. Take your time to look around. You're a guest here after all. We'll be at the other end of the deck. When you want to go down, just come look for us. Oh, I can't save it yet? There we go. Okay, that's done. A middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with her back to a reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. New folks, I'll be damned. The heck you doing here? Looking for a friend of yours. Maybe you've seen her. Nope, I ain't seen your friend. Sorry. Don't even know what our friends look like yet. How can you say for sure you haven't seen her? No one's come down here today but you. Not a soul. Didn't see anyone yesterday either, and I can't remember much past then. Bad memory, can't do anything about it. Name's Lisa, you can call me Lise, though everybody on the raft does. What's behind that door there? Storage closet, nothing worthwhile in there. Don't even know why they have me standing watch over the tank. But those are the rules, right? And you can't question the rules. I'm questioning them right now. What did the rules ever do for you? Did someone got killed for breaking the rules? Lots of people. Can't disobey orders, not on a ship at sea. Or a rusting hulk more than obey. Or a raft, like your little friend says. She should be nicer about it though. This isn't rustling hulk, it's my home. I didn't want to kill her. We'll get to that. But they're much bigger than anything that... Okay. That's a hole down there. Okay. The man standing before you looks clear that most of the other quarters in the sinking ship. There are no streaks of grease on his cheeks, and his clothes look freshly laundered. He leers at you at approach. Well, what do we have here? Strangers on a humble raft exploring her leaking bowels. Welcome to the sinking ship, strangers. Now tell me what you want. Who are you? My address is Mercurio. At your service. Looking for a friend of her, an orc, 19 years old. She goes by the name of Gobbet. Oh, she ran away from you, did she? Ran all the way here? Our little palace underwater? Have you seen her or haven't you? Insistent little thing, aren't you? No, I haven't seen your runaway friend, but if I do run into her, I'll tell her that you're looking. What are you doing there, Raft? A bit of this, a bit of that. I'm an artist, or rather, I used to be. An artist and a socialite, and a man about town. By town, I mean raft, of course. I mostly find myself shut away here on the sinking ship's upper deck. I've been festering away here for a month, desperately clinging onto the finer things in life. Quite the tale of woe, really. I find an old profession. Swilling the brandy in his mouth. Well, but you're a street level operative, no? Blue collar work? I wouldn't expect you to understand. Speaking of blue collar work, I have something here that might interest you. Would you like to see it? That depends on what it is. It's just a data pad. Nothing sinister. This belonged to a maintenance tech that I once knew. I have no idea what happened to her, but she hasn't been seen in weeks. Anytime, I was using the thing anyway. The schematics on that device are all quite arcane to me, I'm afraid. A slender human woman in shabby overalls look up from her work with a frown. You can't help but notice scars on her neck. Do I know you? What are you doing on this rap? We're looking for a friend of... okay. Gobbet, I haven't seen her for years. You've got the wrong raft. Now, unless there's anything else. What's your name? I'm nobody important, just a worker trying to keep this thing afloat. Let's leave it at that if you please. Yeah, don't go downstairs unless you absolutely have to. The lower decks are absolutely crawling with the things. I'll leave you to your work. Yeah? We need to talk about these new regulations that you keep handing down. Look, I used to be a merchant marine. I get it. I know how important procedures are on a boat. And I know the mindset that you're working against. But some of these new regulations are bordering on draconian, and they're getting in the way of our maintenance crews downstairs. Order is a good thing. Micromanaging isn't. So let's talk about it, okay? We've got a hell of an infestation going on in the lower levels, and we need to start doing something about it. Can I count on you and your boys to help me with this? I know that Am would frown on what I'm proposing, but she isn't doing anything to help. We have to take matters into our own hands and before things get ugly. This was exactly what I was afraid of. See, those bloody rats have eaten us out of our house and home. Now that their food supply is gone, they've decided to turn on us. It's pretty clear that Am can't or won't use her magic to fix it, so it's on us to deal with the fallout. I've had the upstairs maintenance crew set aside a couple of containers as a quarantine area sick room. It's inevitable that we're gonna start seeing people getting sick, and we need a place to shelve them. If we don't do this, we're going to have a panic on our hand. Fetus death aren't pretty. Yes. Tell your brother that I got his note and that I'll be there. I don't know what all this is all about, but I have a guess. And if I'm right, well, I mean, things have to change around here for all of our sakes. This squatter is in need of immediate medical attention. Her torso is a gory mess, and an ever-expanding pool of her pig tells you that she's well on her way to bleeding out. Help me! You crack open a med kit and go to work. Within minutes, you run a saline drip into her arm and seal the wound with a liquid skin. A final slap patch of adrenaline and painkiller gets the woman up and onto her feet. Shakily, she extends her hand in greeting. I don't know who you are, strangers, but you just saved my life. If I can ever return the favor, you let me know. What's your name, friend? Maria Lamb. My friends call me Sparrow. It's good to meet you, Sparrow. Better luck for me than I met you. If I hadn't, I think I've been bled out by now. How did you get shot? I was a part of the last mutiny attempt. Made it through all that all right, but I guess that I also made some enemies. I don't know who shot me, but it's very bad that someone on this boat is holding a grudge. Afraid not. I haven't been able to focus on much since I took that bullet to the gut. Been fading in and out. If your friend is here, then I hope she managed to avoid the welcoming comedy. The two locals that we met topside, you mean? An elf and a dwarf? I don't trust them, and you shouldn't either. Don't know where their loyalties lie. They're very sus. Like I said, I owe my mind. Giving you a friendly warning is the least I can do. Alright, but if you ever need anything else, you know where to find me. Why am I moving? Stop right here. Stop, 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 stop. Another squatter, this one's more beaten up than most. Bloody bandages wrap his knuckles and one of his orbital sockets have been crushed, deforming the silhouette of his face. He appears at you with a mixture of suspicion and hostility. Don't recognize you, that means that you're new here. You picked a bad place to go sightseeing, outsider. No, I'm not okay. I'm all beaten up and going blind in one eye. Now tell me what you want so I can be on my way. What's your name? My name, Ivan. Ivan Food. That all? Can I go? It's going to poop. Rats everywhere, people dying, smells like garbage, cow. Skull. That satisfies your curiosity, outsider? Can you tell me any more? It's important. Look, I ain't the damn welcoming comedy. I'm just a bloody old man who wants to get back to his squat. If you want to know more about the boat, ask someone else. Haven't seen her, sorry. Okay. Not too welcoming. An open junction but just out from the wall. It's a cover hanging by a single screw. Wires criss across over one another in a chaotic jumble. And the whole apparatus appeared to be held together with electrical tape. Jury rig, like everything else here. That's really sloppy work. You think that in an environment like this they'd at least try to do some basic waterproofing. She traces the wall on the cable that snake out from the box with her eyes, follows them to the termination point. Looks like this box is feeding power to that door over there. If we were to short it, we might be able to get the thing open. Oh yeah. We opened the door. Do I want to be in here? A stocky dwarf leans up against the wall of the container room. His skin is shallow, and he hangs off his bulky frame like a dwarf half-deflated balloon. You saw plenty of sick people back in the barrens, addicts, BTO heads, people whose immune systems have been ravaged by disease. This guy looks worse. Oh, that's a cool mask. Maybe we can design one. Very cyberpunky mask. With RGB. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Hello, stranger. Don't see many new faces on this raft these days. But you're here, so you want something? Now what would that be? We're friends of Gobbet. Seen her around? Friend, if you're looking for Gobbet, you're about 3 years too late. Your friend ain't here, and you've stumbled in the worst kind of place to be lost. What's your... Me, I'm nobody important. Just a man waiting to die. No, I haven't seen the girl in years. I love to, mind you. She was a good friend way back when. Aside from the uninvited guests, you mean? We've got a rat problem. We've noticed. Don't let what's happened to me happen to you too. You want my advice? You get out of here and do it before you get bit. If you don't, you might just wind up on your deathbed here, right by my side. Yeah, you do that. If you should happen to find Gobbet, bring her by. I haven't seen her in a long time. It'd do me good to talk to her again before I die of this damn disease. Strangers, you pick a back time to visit. Then you're out of luck. I haven't seen anyone from outside in quarantine weeks. You want to talk to someone? Talk to the dwarf. I'm busy. I need to keep my eyes open for more of those little bastards. You can't let any more of them sneak in here, not after what happened to Simone. Best of luck. What's gonna happen in here, I wonder. That's it? Nothing was here? We just opened that door? Wow. Well. Wow. It's just up this way through this door here. I have a feeling we're getting bamboozled. What they forget is I have the pistols and the pesos, and I think it's only fair that I win. I don't trust them, but I don't know them that well. Behind you, more devil rats. Panic stricken, they begin to turn their weapons, raise their flows in motion. Don't go in there, it's a trap. Oh, well. I'm sorry, we didn't want to do it. We didn't have a choice. She ordered us to. What's it? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. I don't know what it is. It talks with Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. If you want to live, you have to do what it says. I'm going to let you live. Don't make me regret it. Hey, Ace. Hey, Seattle. I don't remember inviting you on this run, but I guess that I'm glad that you could make it. You're welcome, by the way. We got her. Good stuff. We're welcome. Governor, we came out here to help you. Really? I thought you were visiting. The sinking ship is for its wonderful food and beautiful views. Ah, yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'm sorry about the sudden entrance and everything. I wish that I had the time to explain what was going down, but I didn't because, well, trap. Yeah, you mentioned that. What kind of trap are we talking about? The kind of where you end up dead. Look, I don't know exactly what they were planning to do, but I've seen them lead people through those doors before. The people who I watched go in there never came back out again, not a one. They just scream and scream, and when the doors opened up again, they'd be gone. Nope, but judging by all the screaming, I'm gonna make an educated guess that it's probably something bad. So, now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gubbit. All you have to do was tell us. Yeah, I know, but I figured this was one on me. I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. I'm not gonna question her. She's taught me a bit of shadow running. A pretty simple one. All I wanted to do was get the lay of the land, sneak out a little, maybe find my old friends and get some answers. I didn't come here to get into a firefight, and it's easier to be quiet solo than it will be dragging you two around. No offense. So you scoped the place out. Fine. Mission accomplished. You know what you're doing now? Yeah. This place is effed. I'm gonna sink it. Wait a second. What? The sinking ship is doomed. Seattle. I could feel that second I set foot on board. Earlier than that, even. On some level, I think that I could feel it back home. That's why I couldn't stop thinking about this place. Whatever's happening here is wrong. This whole place feels off to me somehow. Maybe even toxic. I came back to find my friends Cadmus and Malvina to check on them. Instead, I found a swarm of man-eating rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters who seem intent on killing me. So I'm going to kill them right back, and I'm going to use the scuttling charges that are still embedded in the hull to do that. I've already handled the ones on this level, but I haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges below the water line if we're going to bring this sucker down. And so that's where you're heading next, downward? Not quite. On account of the trap, I don't know how to get past it yet. Minor setback, right? So my next step was to figure that out. Yeah, maybe. I hope so, because of all the people on this rat, Cat is the one I'd most trust to get us past whatever's in that room. It was always more of a mechanic than it was a shaman. I seriously doubt it. Remember what I told you about second guessing? She isn't second guessing anything. We haven't seen enough to make a decision yet. You may have, but we haven't. Alright, if you want to look around, we'll do that. But after us, we're arming the rest of those charges. Well, I believe we don't have to sink the ship. I think. But this is one of those where there are steps to take. The air is thicker here, accurate. The strange clinch to your tongue sits in the back of your throat, smells like a damn cardboard. Well, that's foul. Don't go any further into the room, either of you. We don't know how to disarm the trap jig. Alright, so this is like a trap here, probably. Reach the bottom deck. That's all we have to do, so... Gobbit, back after all this time. Yeah, I'm sorry it's taking so long. It's good to see you again, Cat. Perfect, thanks for asking. I mean, I'm dying and my home has gone to poop. And we're probably gonna sink into the bay, but otherwise I'm great. Welcome home, girl. Been a long time. Cadmus, Oh, so he's Cadmus. Oh, he's dying. Oh, okay. Save it. I'm not mad. I'm mostly just happy to hear your voice again. It's good to have a friend. Ill, I will say so deathly ill. Vitas is a real... Even a neutral strain like this one can really knock you on your butt. You'll be okay, Cat. You're a dwarf and a shaman. That's 2 big points in your favor. You're gonna walk this off. You'll see. Stir me the pep talk. I'm too tired to walk. Cat, save it. I know what my chances look like. They ain't good. I've seen a lot of our friends loaded into those cots, Gobbit. They all went out in garbage bags. Anyway, let's talk about something else, huh? All of this doom and gloom is getting me. Bad things, a lot of people died. Something's gone wrong on this raft, Gobbit. You know what I mean. Toxic. Yeah, I can feel it too. I can feel it all the way back home. Cadmus, where are our friends? What happened to Jasmine and Ensign on Malvina? Anson's dead. He never made it into the sick room. Just disappeared. But I know where he went. Jasmine's still with us, small favors, right? But the fight has gone out of her. She's content to do what she's told and tremble. Malvina ain't Malvina anymore. I don't know what it is. It's definitely toxic, but as for what it is, Malvina went off the rails because of that darn bauble that I gave her. That's what happened, isn't it? It ain't her, Gobbit. It's something else. But yeah, that shiny red egg that you and Sui lifted is the cause of it, I think. The ugliness was already inside of her, but that thing brought it out. You ever heard of a rat king? It's an old folklore thing. Bunch of rats all fused together, their tails all wrapped and twisted into a great big knot. That's what Mal has become. I don't know how many different spirits she's tied her essence to, but last time I've opened my third eye to her, I couldn't see where they ended and she began. What does that even mean? I've never heard of. It means that she ain't human anymore, girl. Her aura is bound to other things, alien things, and all tangled and twisted and growing together. They're all one being now, a rat king. It talks like Malvina, but it ain't her anymore. Don't know. I've heard rumors that Malvina's meat body is changing too. Haven't seen it myself. Don't know if I want to. Nah, I tried sensing it once. The only thing that I took away from the experience was a migraine. Felt like there were railroad spikes buried behind my eyes for days. All I can tell you for certain is that it still works. As long as the Rat King's connected to that thing, you can't hurt it. Any holes that you put in its body will close up on their own. If the bauble makes the thing unkillable, then you'll need to find a way to get that bauble away from it. Gobbet managed to do that during Sue's rebellion. I'll bet that she could do it again. Yeah, I'd had enough. A lot of us had, so we took a page from old Sue's book. We mutinied. This is what's left of our side. Been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Venus to finish the job. The rest of us got fed to the rats. No, it didn't. Through this, we weren't prepared for how many of those bastard rats Malvina had bred. We weren't expecting our shipmates to fight on our behalf. Why would the others stop me from taking the ship back? It doesn't even make sense. Why do you think, girl? Fear. Fear of death. Fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin. Fear of that thing. Scared is a better way of putting it, and I can't blame him. If anything, we're the crazy ones for trying to fight that thing. Could do. They might rally around someone they know. Maybe someone who lived with and fought for them years ago. That was a subtle hint, girl. I've got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people into Lifestone, and then we're sending this raft to the bottom of the bay. And the Rat King is going with it. You can't mean that. This is our home. We've got nowhere else to go, Gobbet. I am not gonna let that thing force us to put this raft on the torch. You already tried it your way. Look what happened. Maybe it's good that you leave this place. I've lived in a place like this before. I've seen what it can do to people. She grew up in Wall City, Cat. Then she knows what we got to look forward to if you sing this rap. Because we sure as hell can't afford to live anywhere else. Gobbet, listen. It isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. My mutiny fails because the rat thing knew things that we didn't. Yours can succeed if you try. My gut says that we should sink the raft. It said that from the moment I arrived it. That's what Rat wants me to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Gobbet, Cadmus might be right. If we could drum enough support, I think that we could retake the sinking ship. Have you forgotten the first lesson I taught you, Seattle? Always go with your gut, and my gut says, spare us the lecture, Gobbet. Cadmus is right. You're going off half-cocked again. The truth is, we can save this raft if you want to. If you don't, tell us, and we'll sink it. Alright, Cat. If you're sure that you can keep up your end, I'll be willing to help you with your mutiny. But if your people F it up, I'm sinking this thing. Got it? Yeah, thanks. With your help, we can do this. That remains to be seen. Go on, get moving, and convince as many people as you can to help us when the time comes. Whoever you don't bring around to our side is gonna fight against us, so be thorough about it. When you're ready for us to make our move, trigger the shipboard alarm system. 2 blasts, then we'll start kicking indoors. Alright, Cat, 2 blasts starts immunity. But if we sound the alarm once and leave it, you get your people the heck out of this raft. Got it? 1 blast means you're sinking this raft. You do that, I'm kicking your bony ass from here to my cow. But yeah, I hear you. You got all of that, stranger? You know what you're supposed to do? Convince people to join you. Trigger alarm. Good, thanks. And Gobbet, thank you. Does me good to know that you're with us on this. Well, I'd rather save the ship. But I'm also up for sinking the darn thing if things go south. Glad to have you on our side, stranger. When the time comes for me, you can count me in. Oh, sweet. Sweet baby Jesus. Would you join us, Lise? Because I opened your door anyway. You're back. Why? You get yourself killed even talking like that. You'll get me killed with you. Get the hell out of here right now. I won't take part in another immunity. Think, how does it help you for the Rat King to stay in control? Oh, no. You messed up, ma'am. You messed up big time. She attacked us, so if you're not with us, you're not with us. Cobbett, you're back. Hello, Jasmine. It's good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat, funny enough. Yes, I'm a little out of the loop on what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it, but I'll tell you what I know. Well, we're all struggling to deal with the devil rat infestation. You probably know about them. With all the restaurants, there aren't many volunteers for the maintenance crews anymore. It gets lonely out here. That's it. That's all I have to say. Yes, you're talking to me here, so tell me what's going on. I can help you. I cannot help you if you don't know what's happening. If I don't know what's happening. Yeah, right. This raft is cursed. By the Rat King, you mean? Your brother told us all about it. Yeah, it has spies everywhere. Rats, those little monsters, and the king on 2 legs, kind of 2 legs. If you don't do what it says, things happen to you. And it talks over the intercom using Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. I know, Jazz. One way or another, I'm gonna kill it. Good. Thanks, yes, that helps. Believe it or not, it helps. Another mutiny? No, not me. Go to somewhere else. I saw what happened last time. Last time you didn't have me here. We're gonna kill the monster that stole Masvina's voice, Jazz. You got my word on that. Alright, Gobbet, I'm in. I'm terrified, but I'm in. I'm no fighter, you know that. I keep this ship afloat and that's about it, but I'll do what I can to help. You'll be okay, Jasmine, I promise. Circle up with your brother. I'm sending everyone we can convince to help to meet up with him in the sick room. He'll tell you what to do from there. We're trying, we're doing. Once it starts heavy. I find Cadmus. I don't know what the heck. Oh well. We're taking another run at the Rat King and we're gonna kill it this time. We could use your help. I want to help, I do, but I can't do much without my supplies. I'll make you a deal. If you hook me up with some medical supplies, I'll loan your mutiny. A deal's a deal, and I have a debt to repay. When you make your move there, I'll be there to help. Woo, yeah! I have a few things to take care of here first, but I will. Get one more than that. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Come on, dude. Don't be grumpy pants. Help us. What do you need? No, I got caught in the crossfire. The mutineers did this to me, though. I was with the Rat King. Thought I was with the okay. All that I wanted to do was get home. Instead, my right eye only sees double now. I can hardly use my hands. Thanks for asking. Well, I can fight. Don't you worry about that. Might be the best if I waited a week or two, but even in this state I'm in, I can hold my own. I used to be damn good with a blade. Paid a pretty penny to have one custom forged for me even. That blade was a lovely thing, useful in and out of a fight. I always liked that. It wasn't just a weapon. It was a tool as well. Taken, lost, I don't know. How about you, stranger? You handle with a blade? No, and even if I did, I think tell a stranger where to find it. That blade was my most prized possession. If anyone's gonna find it, it's gonna be me. You're all fools. The last two mutinies failed, and yours will too. Even if you did have a chance, it was Cadmus and his boys that did this to me. You think I'm gonna cozy up with them? I'm sorry that they hurt you, but like you said, you got caught in a crossfire. People get hurt in those situations. It happens. Cadmus will never intentionally harm you. The Rat King, on the other hand, I said no, I'm not putting my neck out for anybody. I'm gonna ride this thing out and that's all there is to it. If you help us, I can make it worth your while. I have connections back in Kowloon. You hard of hearing? I say no, and that's final. I'm not laying my life on the line for you or for Cadmus or anyone else. The Rat King won't let us leave. Then we'll have to kill that freaking thing, won't we? You're a killer, girl? I do it for a living, we all do. Then maybe you got a chance. To hell with it, I'm in. When you make your move, I'll do what I can to help. You made the right decision. Go to Cadmus and wait for our signal. I will. Alright. Let's check out this goofy goober here. You're back. Tell me why. We're taking the Rat King. Will you help us? No, I'm afraid not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. You know, 500 Nguyen would you? Okay, this is your way out of here. Don't you see that? Of course I do. I'm not a fool, but fighting the Rat King will also be a wonderful way for me to get myself killed, and I'm not keen to have that happen. Listen, if we can't rally enough support to make this mutiny happen, we're sinking the raft. Ah, I suppose that I don't have much choice then. Count me in. Yes. Okay, so now what? organize a mutiny. Nah, not long, maybe a week or so. We couldn't see it anytime, but it was happening. I staked my life on it. I don't get this. Everything was fine when I left the raft. I mean, the vibe here that changed, but Malvina was still Malvina. If anything, she was even stronger than the woman I know. Yeah, she got strong, alright. Strong and mean. It started small. A couple of months after Sue's mutiny, Malvina started proposing new rules. She said that she was cracking down on infractions, keeping order to keep us safe. But over time, the rules started piling up, and gradually the punishment started getting worse. Now, I think that it gave her power and she corrupted herself. No judgment, though. I think that in her place, a lot of us would have done the same. That's what I mean when I say she had it in her all along. I think she's always been afraid, had always used rules to protect herself. The trinket took that fear and focused it like a lens. And that opened the door to what she's become. She, I don't think that Malvina can even be described as a she anymore. It is really a they. Our friend is dead, or changed so much that she might as well be. And the things that they're wearing her, and the things that are wearing her skin don't belong in this world. Yeah, I might rebuild the thing. Let me guess Malvina's orders. First thing she asked us to do after Sue's little rebellion, we started to work on the thing that week you left. Jasmine was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? Nope. No, but Jazz can. She should be somewhere on this level. Go find her and she'll tell us. We will, thanks. Don't mention it. Ooh, okay, got more info. Yeah, that was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did it to help Malvina to keep us safe. I regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, Jazz. We need to get below decks and we need to do it in one piece. Can you help us get past the trap that you built? I think so. It's been a long time, but I think I remember what wires you need to snip to disarm the thing. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You'd never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip these wires here and this one here, bypass this circuit, and then flip this lever. Do that and you're done. The trapdoor won't trigger and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. Killing pit? Pretty much what you'd expect. Thanks, Jazz. You don't know how badly we needed this. I can guess. Cat must send you to me after all. Best of luck. Yeah, thanks, and be careful out there. It is time to kill a rat lady, a rat queen. Yeah, ma'am. All right, here we go. That's a good sign. So that was easy. Go on, Seattle. You take the lead. You've earned it. Gee, thanks. Uh-oh. It's gonna get nasty down there. A lot of fighting, probably. But we're gonna save this raft if we can. And Gobet is gonna be happy with us. Oh, so that's the pit. A scuttling charge. Let's not touch this charge because we're not exploding. Okay. Stepping into this room is like wading into the killing floor of a slaughterhouse. There isn't an inch of ground that isn't caked with spilled blood. The stench that floats into your nostrils is as overpowering as it is vile. It's a stench of rotten beef and stale vomit, of warm blood poured into a chemical toilet and left out in the sun to cook. The buzzing of flies in your ears help bring you back to your senses. Blinking against the light, you see a stack of moldering trash piled nearly to the ceiling. The piles of dead bodies are stacked nearly as high.
Or you think?
Simon, oh no, this? I'm sorry, God, but I know that these people were friends. A lot of them were. Someone didn't know. They all deserve better than this. Let's go. After seeing this, I don't think that this raft is worth saving. We should go back to my original plan, Seattle. Let's send this thing to the bottom. That's where it belongs. You can't do that, Gobbet. We already told Cadmus that we were going to help him. He's been getting the other mutineers ready to fight, not to evacuate. If we sink this ship now, they might not even make it off the boat. We'll tell them that we changed our mind using the alarm system. They'll make it out, trust me. We made a promise, Gobbet. I think that we should keep it. I think it's a stupid idea, Seattle, but if you really want to do this, then I'll help you get it done. At least this way I'll get to look at the Rat King in the eyes when I kill it. Okay. I'm right. If we're going to do this, we need to find Malvina's old cabin. It should be west of here. I'll have to get the shiny object away from the Rat King if we want to kill it. That's probably going to be tricky. I don't think that she'll just let me saunter it and take it. Yeah, 3 makes the list. Alright, let's do this. Too many rats. No way, Jose. Too easy. Too easy. No, we don't want to activate those charges. I'm down. Oh, it's spooky. It's so spooky. That's Malvina's old cabin. The seat of power to the thing is that's where the rat skin's gonna be. Once we go in there, we're going to be in this. There's no changing our minds after we picked a fight in that with that thing. What do you say, with Phoenix? Back away. Oh no. We gotta explore, because you never know what you're gonna get when life is a box of chocolate. Oh, what's this? An all relay switch box hangs off the wall. The plastic exterior of the case is broken in numerous places and a jumble of wires spill out the cracks. This must be the ship port alert system or what's left of it. Your eyes are drawn to a larger level, marked alarm. Well, time to save it. Once we start this, it's over! Pow pow! let's take care of the rat queen. The mutiny has just started. We are ready to go. Kick this on high gear. Let's go. Ooh. Well, it's gonna be funny. The thing that looms over you is horrifying, a twisted amalgamation of woman and swarm, knotted and tied together into a single whole. Gobbit. The creature's voice is unnerving. 1,000 rumbling voices, all interwoven and laid over the top of Malvina's crypt's cultured speech. You have returned to us, little mouse. You, the instigator of our own ascendancy. The rat skin shifts his gaze to a nearby altar. A gleaming red stone has been esconded within. The keystone, the source of our unity, the font of power that makes us strong. Your gift to us, little mouse. You gave us what we needed to bring this raft to order. Save me the speech, Malvina, or whatever you are. I'm not here to talk. The new body isn't doing you any favors, by the way. You look like a furry tree stump. Fine featured face with cheekbones, piercing eyes. I don't like that. The carpet living best. Our new body is beauty itself. Unity of biology and unity of purpose. We are not Malvina. We are one, bound together for all time. We are order out of chaos, the death of entropy, a glorious unity. Oh, F this. He pulls back inside of a weapon. We're here to kill this thing. Now let us talk to the dead. Damn right! Pain, we will show you pain. Oh boy, this is nasty. Well. Aha! Yeah! You go first, girl. You go first. Take care of them. An ominous chittering noise fills the air. Joink! Yes! The Rat King shrieks as Goblin lifts the shiny object in her hands. In his voice you can hear the echoes of thousands of human beings. This is interesting. She hugs the shiny object to her chest, her bare hands caress to the stone. I can feel Malvina's control over the rats. It's like 1,000 strings connecting her to them, and it feels like one of the Rat King's servitors shudders in place, slowly, seemingly against his own will. He lifts his head to stare at you. I can tug at those strings. Malvina's culture voice is overtaken by the inhuman roars of the other things that share her body. We will rend you all to pieces, tear your flesh to shreds. Gobbet dances back, cradling the little shiny object like a newborn baby. She begins to laugh. Buy me a little time, Seattle. I'm still getting used to this thing, but if you give me a minute or two, those demons' rights will be mine. I can do that. Ha! She got blinded? That's cool. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Alright, take care of business, girl. You know what to do. Don't hit Gobbet, please don't hit Gobbet. I'm gonna trust you one more time, don't hit Gobbet. She's dead. I'm gonna let Gobbet kill her. Gobbet can't do anything, no. Okay then. Yes, I found Cadmus. I don't know what happened there, so whatever. The Rat King's body shudders and convulses as you watch the living carpet of devil rats that forms the majority of his blood begins to writhe. Malvina opens her mouth to speak, but you'll never know what she was going to say. The only sound that escapes from her throat is a long, ragged scream. With a drawling horror, you come to realize that you're looking at the devil rats that surround Malvina, all turning inward. She is being eaten alive. Gobbet stares dead-eyed at her former friends, at the swarms that pounded her ribs, her body apart. Black blood pours in the rivers to the aluminum-lined floor. Aluminium! Somewhere in there, a friend of mine is dying. She was already dead. The ghastly feast unfolding before you continues long after Malvina's screams have died away. Finally satisfied, Gobbet nods to you. Wrath is ours. It's over. I don't know what you just did, but whatever it was, it works. Those rat things turned on Malvina's loyalists. And when they got done eating them, they started eating each other. Yeah, I know. I told them to. Right after I did the same to the Rat King. Malvina's dead, cat. You did good, Gobbet. You and your friends, we won. Come on topside. A celebration is in order. No, cat. No celebrations and no milling around. You can keep this place. I'm done with it. Too many bad memories. And besides of all that, you got a hell of a mess on your hands. I'll be damned if I'm gonna help clean it up. You already helped us clean up, Gobbet. We'll always owe you for that. Yeah, well, let's not make a big thing out of it. Goodbye, cat, and good luck. Captain Jomo's still waiting for us outside. Ready to go home? Beyond ready. And this stupid thing is taking a one-way trip to the bottom of the bay. You can hang on to it yourself if you want it. You know how powerful that thing. Haven't you been paying attention? I swear it's like you haven't learned a thing I taught you. Haha! Come on, Seattle. Come on, Is. Let's bury this thing at sea and go home. Yeah, selling it will suck too, because it's best to get rid of this, I would say. Captain Jomo's speedboat carries you away from the sinking ship now, liberated from the tyranny of the Rat King once and for all. The shiny objects rest with Olvina's bones at the bottom of Hong Hong Bay. Gobet stares back at the raft as it recedes into the distance. Her expression is at once happy and sad. Isabel takes her hand, and together they run away. Huey grows closer. You're going home. They turn away. Oh. Not run away, turn away. Okay. Okay. We helped our friend. We didn't sink the ship. Okay. Time to karma. Time to karma. I could do this. Or I could do this. Because I want this. I want it. After that, this. I think my max is 9. So I might be maxing out this to 9. Maxing out this to 9. So I'm guessing I'm doing this first. Yep. Let's get that over there. The younger of the Kai-Fi sons mans his post at the club's front door. He's showing off his hulking arms to a couple of wan-looking girls from the docks. They're clearly self-interested. Funding gets them inside with no cover charge. I know what you're thinking. Some perks, right? For them, maybe. For who? Those girls? Ah, they're harmless. Having some fun with me. Hey, all this stuff around here is all just fluff anyway. You know that. I know you know that. You've got the eyes. Doing what you do, you know what's that and what ain't. We're the same, you and me. People in here may look the part, but it's different with us. We're legit. We've got that age. Everyone here's just a poser. I want to be something. Shadowrunner, sure. I see you and your types roll up, hard edge like you are. I can see myself doing that. There's also the triads. Lots of guys get their start that way, work their way up. Some of them starting out as regular gangers. I'd be looking to jump a few rungs right off the bat, of course, considering who I am and who my ba is. But I think my ba would be most proud if I followed in his footsteps, join up a pirate crew, be a coach of the open sea. I know it's in my blood, I just need to let it out. It's not about what I've done, it's about what I can do. I've got potential, I just need to prove it and show my ba that I can do what he used to do. This cushy life is not for me. I'm capable of so much more. Ma won't even see it, but I know my ba will understand. He's not meant for this kind of life either. You know it. You've talked with him, right? You've seen it in him. Once a badass pirate, always a badass pirate. Gotta be the same with you, right? Can't ever see yourself going back to normal life. Shadowrun is where it's at. I'll leave you be. What's up with the fam? I had a little bit of an accident here, but we're back on track. All right. Let's go. You catch Henry Kaifa's lost in reverie, starting at a wall plastered with photos, and while most are signed celebrity headshots, there are scattered among even some more personal images from days long past. Lots of faces on this wall, lots of strangers staring back at me. This wall makes me think that the more a person is in the spotlight, the more they're a stranger to everyone. We get the occasional Simpson star or athlete surrounded by an entourage of muscle and photographers. It's all for their image, you see. They want a stack of carefully staged photographs that seem like paparazzi shots in a notorious underworld hideout, an armed bazaar. If we were really all that, the HKPF would have bombed us by now. Club 88 is our neutral zone, and Army deals mostly in small arms. We clear the joint, let them stage things however they like, throw feet tattooed out blue lanterns in the background. In exchange, we get a big stack of new ones and a glossy face on the wall to show how popular a club has become. Kindly lost all hell down for the visit. Those paint bunnies are safer here than they probably are in their penthouses. It's all my wife's idea, of course. She's got a good head on her shoulders. Callum's lucky he got her brains. I'm afraid Frederick takes after his old man. Heard about that, didn't you? Loose lips. But yeah, I took a turn as a small-time smuggler. Less excitement than you think. Never really made all that much extra money doing it either. Had it been riskier, I never would have bothered. But our boat's engineer was a good friend of mine, and he was in on the deal. He could tuck away those crates in the engine room where only he knew they existed. I just had to shepherd them on and off the boat. Probably could have negotiated a better deal, but I just wanted to be rid of the stuff as fast as I could. Didn't want Wuxin to find out, and I especially didn't want Ermi to find out. But find out she did, though she surprised me with her reaction. So she would throw a fit, but the only thing she was mad about was my profit margin, and so she took over. She and I grew together, here in Hioi. We were childhood sweethearts, but how often do such things last? And back in 2021, this year, when we were both 18 and unsure of our futures, we both goblinized the world was turning its head. People said it was a disease or the result of a biological weapon. There was panic everywhere. But Ermi and I saw it differently. We saw it as a sign that we were meant to be. It didn't matter if we were lepers, because we were lepers together. Lepers? I wish I could say she was first and only love in my life, but there will always be another. I heeded her call for far too long before finally setting down here with Ermi. Even so, that call is always there, tempting me to come back, to be lost forever. Worst ways to go, I suppose. I do my best to resist, try to focus on what Ermi has built here for us. Callum sits with his eyes closed and his head back. One might assume he's asleep or trying to shake a particularly nasty hangover. But when he stirs, his eyes are clear and uncharacteristically focused. Wow, feelings, right? What brings you back? I suppose it does, and I need that clear thinking tonight. What's going on? Maybe nothing, maybe everything. Could be a way out of this pit, a way to do something more with my life than sell cheap thrills in cheap pills. You've been here long enough, you should know better by now. Most people figure it out in the first few hours. Here is a way station. Halfway between something better and something worse. You stay here, you're just accepting the fact that you'll never amount to anything. You're agreeing that you care about keeping your head above water. It's 4 good walls and 3 square meals at its best. Some people pass through on their way down before bottoming out in the walled city or as a floater in the harbor. Others pass through on their way up to places like Taikushing or Aberdeen. That's how I intend to go. I met a man, or rather a man sought me out and went to all the trouble to set up a meet and get into Hioi. That takes guts for someone corporate. He said he's a recruiter, like a talent scout for one of the big corporations, and they're interested in me. Me! Can you believe that? Even when down here in hell they heard of me? They see potential in me? Callum Cafe? One of the big shots of this corp wants to be my benefactor. It's amazing, right? Even Li Ka-ching needed mentors. And he became one of the most successful men in the world. This is my start. This is my break. This recruiter wouldn't tell me the guy's name or name of the corp. It's all still very preliminary. This was just a first step, you know. But a first step towards walking out of here. Well, this story is coming. Well, let's see. Airmine K-5 cleans and soils the disassembled parts of half a dozen assault rifles spread across a nearby workbench. Her focus borders on obsessive, like a person rubbing her hands raw from excessive washing. I knew it. I just knew it. You know what? She looked startled by the interruption, as if her words were not meant for others' ears. Oh, nothing is nothing. Doesn't seem like nothing. She paused in her work, staring at her hands for a moment before finally turning her eyes upward. It's about Callum, and the man he has been in contact with. I know who he is now, and he's not right. For the moment, yes, but I don't know how I can possibly keep him safe. I can tell him why, but I have to make him understand that he cannot see this person ever. But the closer I try to hold on to him, the quicker my voice seems to slip away. I fear I am driving him straight into the arms of this man. Whatever happens after, it will be my fault. All my fault. We're about to learn something dark. She returns to her work, clearly trying to lose herself in it.
Who is he?
Someone I once worked with at Baihu, a superior. He was a powerful man then, and that was over 20 years ago. He has grown even more powerful since, I have no doubt. If he's been running a Hong Kong branch by now, it won't be long before he is. If that is what he wants, and this man who gets what he wants. If he wants Callum, I think I'm going to lose my son. We're about to find a little bit more about that story later. Alright, boy. Spider Shen, tell us a little bit about your life. We haven't heard of you in a bit. Oh, there, Wild Phoenix come to find a blade, or maybe some ginseng and peony root? How do you know my name? I never told you. You think all I do is sit on this boat and wait for you to show up? Come on, you're kindly changed pet Shadowrunner. Your name's all over Hillway. You stand out, woman. That's a good thing. It means you're becoming somebody, not staying one of the forgettables. So what do you need today? What's with the sword? This little thing? This is a masterpiece, crafted by my own hands, as a gift for White Ming. He's being elevated to a red pole. 120 centimeters in length, 3.5 centimeters in width at the base, tapering 2.75 before the tip, half a centimeter in thickness, with a twinging dragon motif along the fuller. And it lights on fire when a pointed owner holds it. Okay, nice. Nice is a bouquet of orchids. Nice is a fine meal after a hard day. Nice is pleasant weather while you relax on your boat. This is a masterpiece. Few red poles in any tribe can claim a weapon as fine as this, and none of them are masters of wooden sword like White Ming. His skills with the Yan are peerless in Hong Kong. Any who face him in combat will know when he draws his sword that they have no chance against him. Nice in this. Peh. Time, patience, good skill stock to be certain. A fair amount of alchemical materials are orichalcum, crystals, etc. The real key is human bone. The old Chinese masters will throw in a human bones when folding the steels. The phosphorus does something or other to the carbon and iron. I can't really explain it because I'm not a metallurgist. I just do what I learned on the mountain. But it works, believe me. It gives the blade a soul. It's not so much the edge that cuts, but that soul. It's why weapon Foshi go through spirits like a knife through butter. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. This was it for today's stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we're gonna be doing our friend Gaichu or this one first. I'll think about it, but once we clear this two, we're almost there. Should be able to get 102 HP and then max out my assault. Then I'll put the points somewhere else. But yeah, we'll max out my rifle stuff and the HP. Maybe I'll go back to decking if it gives me enough points to get biotech to heal better. Hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe, be happy, make other people happy. Like, subscribe, share, ring that bell if you have it. It really helps a lot. I'm working on other projects again. After this, we're gonna get some Smash Brothers. Well, there's Smash Brothers videos out there, like 3. I mean Mario Kart. We're gonna do our hour of Mario Kart. And again, we're living in tough times. Life's not meant to be easy. Stay focused. Prime yourself. It's not supposed to be easy. And it's supposed to get harder. That's what makes you stronger, builds your character. Once we take the plastic, brand new plastic out of our brains, we got rivets to build. So by failing, making mistakes, getting hurt, we're not looking to have those things happen to us, but those are things that carve us and makes us, like our scars. That area has healed, but we learn and we remember, right? So till next time.